My name is Yuri Sandulov. I came with my family from St. Petersburg. I finished St. Petersburg State University, which I previously was a naval academy. After which I received a PhD in philosophy, but majority of my work was done as a historian. My main job is working on a Russian television network, but 3 years ago we created an organization, Northern Cross, which is a charitable non-profit whose goal is to find a way to unite two cultures, creating a cross-cultural dialogue between America and Russia. We look for aspects that bring people and cultures together, thus giving Americans insight into Russians and Russian Americans. When Russian Revolution threw out thousands and millions of people, their knowledge, their genius was sought after by America. But why is America great? Because it creates an environment that allows people to flourish. Understandably, in the beginning, people came here and it was extremely difficult to actualize themselves. But when people really believe in what they're doing, it is persistent, he'll certainly achieve amazing results. Practically any person that can realize themselves here on any level, I believe this greatest country of America, it gives a huge opportunity that creates conditions that foster their possibilities. When I came to America, in a few days I found myself in a Russian monastery, Novodivilov. And it's not far from New York, it's just about maybe a 20 minutes drive. For a historian, you could make a unique discovery there. For example, I found the grave of Blagovidov and then found his relatives, and this turns out that Blagovidov taught in Sibirsk and the law of God, and in one of his classes was a boy with curly hair, Vladimir Ulyanov, the future Lenin. Well, Vovachka didn't go to class, and Blagovidov gave him an unsatisfactory. This future path was closed, but Vladimir's father was friends with Kervinsky, and together pressured Blagovidov to pass Vladimir, and after Vladimir went to college, the famous year of 1917 became. And after 17 years, when religion was prosecuted, Vladimir sent Blagovidov to prison. From there, he wrote Vladimir letters. Dear Vovachka, I only taught you good. Why are you torturing me here? I am a sick man. Let me out of here. Enough. Obviously, these letters didn't find their way to Lenin, and I found them. I spoke with the grandson of Blagovidov and said, if your grandfather didn't break and give him a satisfactory, the history of Russia may have went different way. The reason for opening the organization was evident to me, and I saw the amount of archival material, photographies, books, etc., and they were vanishing. And an historian, I could not allow this to happen. So we created an organization for those who are interested in Russian-American relations and Russian-American history. Within 6 years, we gathered 40,000 books. These are very rare books and are now holding talks in the hope of getting a building for a museum of Russian history, Russian immigrants' history. America is famous for granting deserving ideas support, ideas that needed by society. The ultimate goal is to comprehensively collect Russian history of immigrants. My biggest dream is to create a museum of Russian immigrants' history and to maximally remove prejudice that still exists. And this museum has to serve as a bridge between Russian and Americans, and this is my biggest dream.